are now live, joined by Artur Minev, who's taking on Anthony Pike at Combat FC, live on UFC Fight Pass, September 15th. First things first, Artur. Again, for the audience, for their first time seeing you, hearing of you, introduce yourself. Who is Artur Minev?
I'm Artur Minev. I'm from Ukraine. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a pro MMA fighter. And my next fight in Combat FC 5 with Anthony Pike.
So kind of take us through, how did this fight come together? Because, again, undefeated amateur record. Again, you were bronze in the IMMAF World Championships. How did this fight come together with Anthony Pike?
I won third place in IMAF World Championship. Yeah, before professional, I have experience in amateur in Ukraine. I have big experience in amateur in Ukraine, and then I come in USA. In USA, I have 2 fight amateur, 1 amateur in Germany, and now I started professional fights. It's my second professional fight.
Nice, nice. And how does fighting in Ukraine compare to fighting over in the States?
It's a little bit different, because we have tournament. In one day, you can fight with one, in one day, yeah. We have tournament, and we can fight with a lot of guys,
Wait,
yeah.
Wait, how many? Wait, how many in one day?
Yeah, one day maybe 4 fights, 5 fights.
Wait, 4 fights?
Yeah.
So you're fighting 4 guys in one day?
In one day, yeah.
That so
Because a lot of people in my weight come in this tournament, and a lot of fighters. And one day you can fight 3 fights, you can 4 fights, 5. Yeah.
So in a way, is that almost easier fighting in the States compared to Ukraine, because you're only preparing for one guy on one night versus how do you even game plan for that? 4 fights in one night?
You don't have game plan because you don't know everyone, fighters. Yeah, I go to fight and I don't know who is, and I don't have a game plan. Maybe I have game plan only if I see him, before me. I see him and watch him, yeah, and fight with him. Yeah, we have 4 fights, 3 fights. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
So overall estimate, like in terms of, if we talk about your amateur record, because obviously on Tapology, they only look at your wins in the US, but in terms of US, Ukraine, all of throughout Europe, how many fights have you had just in total?
I have kickboxing background and MMA. I have 30 fights.
30 fights. So
30 fights, yeah.
Yeah, so what's crazy that you say that is a lot, at least over in the States, a lot of guys by the time they're pro have only had maybe, if we count amateur, maybe about 10. And we're talking about 30 fights, and you're fighting some of these 4 dudes in one night. That is absolutely crazy. And so that kind of goes to the next thing. So taking on Anthony Pike, who again has yet to get a win. He has lost in the same way in his last 2 fights early in the first round. You have a lot of early first round finishes, and kind of go into, I'm not going to ask you what you expect out of, because I'm going to assume you expect to win, but what are some things you hope to display though in that fight, to where if this is my first time or anyone's first time seeing you, what's the impression you want to set in this fight?
You say about what I mind about this fight?
Yeah, like what is the message you'd want to send in this fight about who you are as a fighter?
Oh, yeah, I see him because we find fights and the coach say everyone don't want fight with me. I don't know why, but it's problem find fight in New England. And this guy Anthony Pike, I respect to him. He saved my fight. Yeah, because for 155 I can't find, and he say let's go 160. I say let's go, okay, no problem. He saved my fight. Yeah, I know he college wrestler, but I can wrestling too. It doesn't matter. I can wrestling, striking. I show him great blood fight, bro.
Great blood fight. So you're expecting almost kind of a war in a sense.
Yeah.
Oh man, that cold-blooded killer. And so when you prepare for these fights going in, what does that preparation look like? What does a camp with Artur Minev look like?
What I can?
What type of preparation do you do into these fights? What is training camp like?
Training camp. Yeah. 1 month. I training in Jackson Wink. I training my camp in Jackson Wink, in New Mexico. It's very popular gym. It's one of the best gym I think in USA. Yeah, a lot of top guys, UFC guys, Bellator guys, PFL guys. It's good experience for me. I sparring with him. Aaron Pico. Have a lot of guys. Steven Garcia, Isaiah. A lot of guys my weight. Yeah. And every day training with him, training with my wrestle coach, striking coach. When I'm ready, I have good condition now, good form. I'm ready.
Now, Jackson Wink, and really to expand on that, when did you start training at Jackson Wink? When did that start?
My last fight, I training too in Jackson Wink. Yeah, first time. It's 2 months ago. Yeah.
And so how do you feel Jackson Wink has been able to improve? Because obviously you talk about conditioning is good, talk about high level guys. You just referenced Aaron Pico, who again is a very big name, especially within Bellator. But how have you seen the difference from Artur before Jackson Wink and now?
Before Jackson Wink, I training in Massachusetts, Wakefield. I training in defensive age with my coach Connor Berry, Josh, Dave striking coach, Connor and Josh is grapplers coach, grappling, BJJ.
How long have you been training grappling?
Really, I not training grappling.
You wait, you don't train grappling?
No. Because 1 year I training when I was in Ukraine. 1 year I training kickboxing, and after kickboxing I go MMA. Just training MMA. I'm not training grappling. I have MMA style. I don't have only striking or wrestling or grappling. I won't be a universal fighter.
So what I'm hearing is you don't train purely like jujitsu or wrestling, but in the context of MMA is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
Yes. Every day I training wrestling, striking, jiu-jitsu too. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Because for a second, I thought you were saying no grappling. I'm like, hey, it's worked out for you so far, still undefeated in the States. And so usually when you're preparing for a fight, I always like to ask fighters this. Do you ever get pre-fight nerves? Do you ever feel any type of like fear going into the cage at any point?
No, I like this play. I like this game. I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous because I'm ready for mental. Yeah, I'm 19. A lot of guys say he 19, maybe he nervous. No, I am ready because I have goal. I want road in UFC, and I think I will be champ in future. Yeah, and I have goal. He never stopped me.
So you don't feel anything. So when they call your name, telling you Archer, you've got about 5 minutes, you're on deck, and you're making that walk, you're just excited to be there.
Yes. Right, training every day, training hard, focus. And I have goal. Of course, I'm ready. I'm ready to smash.
Ready to smash. And so again, you're coming in from the New England, Massachusetts scene, and now this is your first fight in Combat FC. So how did the deal come about to have your first fight over here at Combat FC?
Yeah, I really I like Combat FC. It's UFC Fight Pass. It's good. You know, it's one of the best promotions in New England, and it's good for me. You know, maybe I win this fight, next fight, and go. I need belt, bro.
You need belt, man. And so speaking of belt, again, you're an amateur champion as well. What does it feel like to win that, to when you won the amateur championship? What is like the championship feeling like?
Yeah, nothing, bro. It doesn't matter, you know. Every fight I want win, doesn't matter. Uh, it's for belt or difference.
So you look at
I
every single fight the same.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. If I told you, all right, so let's say I take another person, Combat FC, and I give you Conor McGregor. You look at those fights exactly the same.
Conor McGregor.
Like if I, oh, so I'm saying is, if you were taking the Conor McGregor fight, you would feel the exact same way about that fight if it were anyone else.
Of course, of course. It doesn't matter Conor McGregor or different guy. You know, I'm not scared. I know he legend, yeah, he legend in MMA. But for me, if I win, it's good. You know, it's very good.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Doesn't matter Conor or different good sportsmen. You know,
You just smash them all.
of course.
And so,
If Combat FC give me Conor McGregor, let's go. I'm ready.
but one thing is, what exactly got you into fighting, into martial arts? Give us kind of the backstory and how you got into all this.
What can you again, please?
So, how did you get into kickboxing, MMA? How did you start?
How I start?
Yes.
Uh, you know, when I was young, I every day walk in street with with my friend, and of course I need training, and because I need can fight, you know, because you know in my city you need can fight, you know, you need training, yeah. And before fights, I training 8 years. I training soccer, yeah, soccer, and then I meet with guys, with bad guys.
Wait, what do you mean by bad guys?
Bad guys.
Yes.
Uh, I don't know, no, bad guys who fight every day, you know, because it's not gangsters, but it's bad guys, you know, because in my city little bit difference, you know, in USA different, so different, yeah. And I have my friend, he say me let's go, and first training I go Muay Thai, yeah. I training four trainings, yeah, I go, and then I have my brother, my cousins, yeah, and I go with him in karate, you know, karate.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 months I training karate, and then I go kickboxing.
So you're switching through styles throughout this camp, essentially.
Yes, yes.
And so, kind of to expand on that, I'm not sure if I misheard. Did you say soccer at one point?
Soccer, yeah, soccer.
You train in Wait, I want to hear how the soccer with fighting. Like, what's the connection here with that? That's actually very interesting.
I think it's good condition, you know. Yeah, it's after soccer give me good condition, really. Yeah, because I run every time, every day run, you know, and it's good condition for me, and and I go kickboxing, and yeah, it's good.
That is actually very interesting. And so, again, Ukraine has had some very excellent fighters. You got guys like Nikita Krylov, light heavyweight. If we even take it to boxing, you have Lomachenko.
Yeah, we have
Actually, what were you gonna say?
in Ukraine, guys, difference mental, and we have a lot of sportsmen, really a lot of sports. I think maybe future you see guys, in maybe in USA, maybe I don't know. But we have Bellator champion. It's Yaroslav Amosov. Maybe know welterweight.
Yes.
Yeah, it's now I think it's number one in world.
And so, do you look at those guys? Well, actually, I'll pivot that question. Who do you look at as inspiration or as the person you look to and say, this was the person that got me into wanting to fight in MMA, per se?
Who I like style, yeah?
Yes.
Really, I have my style, but I have top fighters. Yeah, one for me, one of the best is Yaroslav Amosov, welter champion in Bellator. Yeah, I like him wrestling. He universal fighter. He can strike in wrestling. Every fight he smash. Yeah.
And so, kind of really into build into that. And so, I know obviously you talk about you want to just smash these guys, you want all the belts. But if we think short term, assuming you beat Anthony Pike, what is the short term goal? Where do you want to be in about, let's say, 2 to 3 years from this moment?
What I do 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, so at least what I would say is a lot of regional guys, their goal is either UFC, Bellator.
Yeah, I won't roll to UFC, of course. But we look at, because I'm young now, I need experience before UFC, because a lot of problem don't have good experience before UFC and go UFC, and first fight lost, second fight lost, and UFC kick him. No, I need good experience, because I will be future champ. In future, I will be champ. Yeah.
And so, in terms of experience, is it more of a matter of having a number of fights, or is it just years before getting into the UFC per se?
You say 5 fights?
In terms of when you say experience, right?
Yeah.
Is it more of just time, or is it just number of fights? That's like more the question.
It's time or fights, because if you don't have good opponent, and you go in UFC it's different level. Every one guy in UFC have good level, have good experience and good level. And you need same. You need to before UFC you need strong opponent to how look at how you feel with strong opponent. And then if you feel good, you can go in UFC, of course. Because a lot of guys when go just go because have money, like money. Yeah, but I want in future I will be champion. First for me it's belt, second it's money.
Oh, so money is second, legacy comes first.
Yeah. I won't be number one. Money for me it's second, because I like this game. Money for me it's second. Yeah.
But outside of fighting, again, who is Artur? What are the things that you partake in, like any hobbies, any type of like interest? What is the stuff that kind of fuels you outside of the fight game? Because a lot of the time we ask fighters about their fights and all this other stuff, but who are you outside of the fight game?
My hobby only sport. Yeah, in my sport it's my life. Yeah, only sport. I like different sport to boxing, wrestling to I don't know, but I don't have hobby. Just sports. Yeah, just sports.
See that's a that's a dangerous man right there because oftentimes I will hear, oh, I'm into this, but you're just focused straight on this. So
Yeah. I just focus. I training every day. Yeah. My MMA is my life. Yeah.
no, absolutely, absolutely. And so really before we close this up, what has been the adjustment from living in the States now over in the Massachusetts area versus over in Ukraine?
Mm, yeah, how so different. Yeah. Boston and my city it's so different. Yeah, but Ukraine it's very beautiful too. We have good, we have beautiful and strong country.
Kind of expand on that a little bit. Go into more detail about the the culture over in Ukraine.
Yeah, I can say about my city. It's Odessa. It's very popular city in Ukraine. A lot of tourists coming in my city, because we have Black Sea. Um, we have beautiful girls. I don't know, but it's very popular city in Ukraine.
And then so compare that into
In my
Boston. Where,
in my city, sports it's very popular too. We have MMA coach, MMA gyms, boxing gyms, wrestling gyms. Yeah, sport in my city is very popular too.
hear that. And so in Boston, what are some of the things you're liking about Boston?
Um, Boston is very beautiful too. Really, I like. Really, I don't know what I like, but it's not bad. People is good,
And
and
then also,
beautiful city.
and then even though to actually bring this back, what was it like being in Albuquerque, New Mexico, over at Jackson Way? Like, what's Albuquerque like for you? Because for a lot of people, hear varying experiences.
Albuquerque is a little bit. It's all different. Yeah, gyms is very good, but have a lot of cracks. A lot of cracks, and if you want if you want go walk, if not at night, no, you not get this. It's not good. Yeah, you need stay at home. For me, it's not dangerous. For me, I'm not scared. Yeah, but for different people, might be dangerous. No, but I like in Albuquerque, beautiful mountain. Mountain is so beautiful. Yeah, every time if we have time, if we have free time, we go walk in mountain or run. Yeah, but it's small city. It's not bad.
No, 100%, 100%. And so before we close this out, again, to the audience, for someone who needs to be convinced why they should watch you against Anthony Pike September 15th, kind of just cut the promo. Give us why we should be tuning in.
Yeah, just watch me. I show you great fight. Yeah. If you want wrestling, of course I can wrestling. If you want striking, let's go striking. Yeah. I training my elbow and smash.
So wait, I'm not trying to give away the game plan, but it almost sounds like you're talking about like elbow grounded pound, maybe.
Of course, it doesn't matter. First, it's win. Yeah, for me, first. Doesn't matter if I choke him or ground and pound with elbow. Doesn't matter. Or take you on knockout. Doesn't matter. I focus just win. I have my game plan. We training with coach. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I ready for wrestling. I ready for striking.
Hey, you come in to smash everyone. Thank you so much, Artur, for your time. Again, if you want to see Artur Minev fight live, a UFC fight past September 15th, taking on Anthony Pike. Again, so far still undefeated in his one and no professional career. Artur Minev, any last words before we close this out?
Yeah, thank you very much. Just watch me.
Just watch him. All right. Thank you, my man.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.